yeah, I'll let you, while I'm setting up here, if you had anything to say, go for it.
Sure. Yeah. And Ashley, if you can just make sure Tony can share his screen.
Exactly. I need to be made oh, there we go. Okay, perfect.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Tony. We really appreciate you coming back for kind of a 102 class here. I know we were diving pretty deep into the topics last time, and I know you want to go even deeper today. So I appreciate you volunteering your time to add more value to the North Florida region, and I'll go ahead and let you take over.
Okay, perfect. You know, we constantly talk about video, and there's so many different people teaching video. There's so many people using the word virtual now, and there's no question, out of every single division of real estate, whether it's the lower end entry level homes, it's commercial real estate, or luxury by far, hands down, is the division that needs to be mostly tech, mostly video marketing, self-expression with video. And video is virtual is video. So when we think, what I don't want people doing is thinking that these are two different things, because you can't do anything virtual without what? A lens. That's what we're all staring into right now. So that is being virtual, is getting in the habit of shooting video for every aspect of your business, whether it's you talking to the camera, it's your listings, it's promotional, it's your brand. And we're going to kind of dive into that a little deeper today, because it's not just about, you know, your luxury listings that only deserve a video. It's so much more than that. And I wanted to go a little further based on what we had from the last presentation. I'll recap our last one towards the end and just remind everybody what that first session was, because you guys all have the link and you can watch it anytime on your YouTube channel for your region. But before I go into that recap, we'll dive a little deeper with video marketing right now. Brandy, you can chime in at any point if you want to ask a question or share a thought. But little things, first, a first giveaway real quick is we're going to be focused on video today, but I have a presentation called The Evolution of the Virtual Agent. You're getting a segment of that this morning. However, I'm going into a much deeper version of it tomorrow. Coincidentally, there's a big event for Prime Lending, and Prime Lending is bringing me in as a keynote for a live 2.5-hour session of me going really deep on the things you're gonna see right now, which with more action plans and on how to implement it. If you'd like to attend that tomorrow, I'm gonna go right here into the chat. Is your chat on? Is that the best way to do it, Brandy? You're on mute, Brandy.
Okay. It looks like it's ready to go. So.
Okay, I'm pasting the link right there. If you go to that link and you register for no cost, that's a special link that I have as the speaker. So register and it'll be a pretty fun one. I'm going to be in my new virtual studio. Well, not virtual studio, but my new studio with a whole stage and warehouse and everything. So it'll be kind of exciting to see somebody speaking on, you know, a stage to a degree again.
Right. I love that you set that up.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. I'm doing everything from there now except for today. So, cause it's all official starting tomorrow. Okay. So there you go. Hopefully I see some of you tomorrow, and you can obviously share that to your entire region, Brandy, or have Georgia and Ashley email it out to all of your agents and say, hey, we got a little gift from Tony today. Try to register for it. Okay, so evolution of the virtual agent. The second biggest giveaway, I got some of you emailing me and messaging me yesterday asking me if I was going to do another coaching giveaway, and I am. So first, for those that don't know me or aren't connected with me, you can follow me on Instagram, Tony_Giordano. And from there, you can get a hold of me or connect on all the different platforms once you connect there. But, you know, Tony_Giordano is the best way for you to follow, connect, message, and then we can stay in touch that way. Okay, the giveaway today, just like last time, I have a company called Rise Coaching. Rise stands for Relevant, Innovative Skill Enhancement. It is about enhancing agents' skill sets, whether leadership, recruiting, getting leads, building a business, marketing, it's skill enhancement. I do have individual mastery coaching, which Brandy is actually a coaching client of mine in the mastery program, which is one-on-one. But I also have a group program. And as I did last time, in my group program, you get all of these live coaching topics taught by me with you on a call with me directly live twice a month. This is everything you get in the group program, but you have to understand it's group, which means you're on the phone with a bunch of other agents just listening to me coach you for an hour, and then we open it up with Q&A, so you actually get an opportunity to be coached by me and ask me questions and everything. But you also have access to our private group, invaluable resources like scripts, action plans, and that group program with access to the private community allows you to ask me questions at any time, not just during a live session. You can now go in the group and say, hey, Tony, what are your thoughts on this? And know that I'll answer it. The bi-weekly call, all the action plans, that group program is usually $2,400 a year, $199 a month for people who might not have the budget for one-on-one coaching or individual coaching. So it's a less expensive way to have a form of coaching. Well, today, a winner will receive a 1-year membership to that group program. But you have to stay on the call until the end, and I'll give you the winning word to text me, and whoever's text I get first to a phone number wins. Sound good?
Awesome.
All right, that's what we did last.
Great speakers too.
That's what we did last time, and I promised I would do another one today. So for those that didn't get on the call today, oh well, that's their fault. All right, the video revolution, because it really is a revolution, right? Everything, we've been in front of our lens for years now, but what's crazy is even with COVID, not everybody is still implementing. Not everyone is still taking video serious enough. And you have to take it very seriously. Long before COVID, we were shooting our first videos in 2010 in front of the camera. And even in 2019, less than 16% of agents in America truly were integrating video consistently. That's horrible. And why is it horrible? Per NAR, the National Association of Realtors, 87% of sellers would prefer to list their home, especially luxury, with an agent who's planning on shooting a video for it. 86%. And less than 16% have a history of doing it. So now your competitors, you just went from 100% competition to only competing with 16%. But here's the issue with that stat. There's a couple things. Out of the 16% of agents who shoot video, 85% of that 16% could be doing it much, much better. They're doing it at a very minimal level, and it's not really gaining much ROI for them. The other thing about these stats, especially the NAR stat, is 86% of sellers would prefer to list with an agent who's planning on shooting a great video. But here was what I found out. Only when asked, right? See, it's not like the sellers just said, are you going to shoot a video? It was only when they were asked, would you rather list your house with an agent who won't or is going to shoot a video? Oh, well, now that I know that's an option, of course I would love a video for my home. See, remember, it's our job as luxury real estate agents, consultants, advisors. It's our job to educate high-end sellers. It's our job to let them know what is available for them. So agents who aren't integrating video to high level aren't going to use video in their listing presentation. They're not going to show them samples of videos that they've shot on previous luxury listings. So when the agent who is going to educates the seller and says, we also shoot video, and the other agents didn't say anything, now they want it, right? So it's not like it was the first choice in that NAR survey. It was only when asked. But if you just went to a bunch of high-end sellers and said, what's important to you in the agent you hire? I bet you less than 15% would say a few things and then end with, and they must shoot a video. Why? Because they might not even know it's an option. They don't even think that way about the power of marketing their listing with video yet. So you need to be the one that educates them and be the one of the only ones that actually told them that you will. So the video revolution has been around for years, and it's helped grow my business countless times and many of my coaching clients' business. Mark Zuckerberg, a few years ago, not even a few years ago, it's only been a year and a half actually, said by 2024-ish, he plans on Facebook being 100% video. 100% video, which means that you're not going to be able to go on Facebook in the near future and write your long sob story paragraph of what happened to you last night and hit share and expect anyone to see it. And even if he allows us to still write paragraphs and hit share and post it in our newsfeed, even if it's still something that you can do, it'll be so far down the newsfeed that no one will have seen it because it took the least priority and what Facebook wants as priority, which is stories, live streaming, and video uploads. And the reason he's doing this is why? The evolution of the virtual agent, the evolution of the virtual human being, the evolution of self-expression. And self-expression is not writing a letter anymore. Self-expression then went to writing emails, which it's not anymore. Self-expression then went to just texting or messaging, which it's not anymore. Self-expression, the most powerful form of it is lens, video, looking at people eye to eye. That's why we're evolving, and we have to start being more virtual with video. Now, that leads me to a powerful statement when you think about all of this evolution with video. First, I'm going to share a video on what I send to every single seller in my business. So I actually call this, and Brandy knows this, and I don't believe we played this last time, Brandy.
No, we didn't. I use this too. It's a really powerful video, even though it's not 2020, it's still very relevant information.
And he'll make the 2020 towards the end of this year. He's already in the process. So this is just 2019 stats, which have been blown out of the water. But Eric Qualman is a very good friend of mine, and he masterminds with me as well as a few others to collectively come up with stats together, and then he creates this video. Well, I call this video the video every seller should watch. And whether the seller is somebody that's going to watch it with you in the listing presentation, or you're up for a listing presentation, they're thinking of interviewing you, you've been introduced to them by a friend, they're planning on interviewing other agents, and you text them this video link and say, I look forward to coming over to your house soon to show you how we take advantage of this new world. And every time a seller watches this video, they're blown away. Another thing, print advertising never comes up again.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
So sorry. Don't know what happened. So, interesting stats, yes or yes?
Every time I watch it, I'm still blown away. It gives me chills.
It's so true. And anybody who wants to share some of your ahas from that video, go ahead in the chat and just say, I can't believe that stat or that stat. But when a seller watches this video, something clicks. And it's usually that they've been educated. They now, in just a matter of 2 minutes, feel like they have a better understanding of the power of the digital world and what has happened worldwide. And you're the only agent who shared that video with them. You're the only agent who knows how to take advantage of the online world. I love the statement Eric says in that video where he says, it's not a matter or a choice whether you transform digitally, it's a matter of how well you do it. See, we're already seeing a huge separation in our business just since the beginning of COVID, where agents who were already somewhat virtual, somewhat digital, shot videos all the time, shared stories, easily just went right into virtual open houses, pitching a listing, pitching community, hopping on a Zoom with their clients, doing a listing presentation virtually, already probably had it set up because luxury agents do what a lot? We talk to people out of the area, high-end business savvy people who are either moving into our area or we're co-marketing with another agent. My first virtual listing presentation was in 2010, April, on Skype, FaceTime, for a $5 million listing in Costa Rica that I shared with you guys on our last call. So this is not new. It's just that now we're being truly separated by the ones that are virtual, and they're crushing it right now. And then we have this whole other section of the real estate agents in America who are suffering. Like, it is a big swing right now. It's either you're not doing anything or you're busier than you were before COVID. And it mostly has to do with what are you doing to evolve and adapt fast? Because this is where we need coaching. This is where we need training, is to become more virtual in a lot of different ways.
So Cassie says, without saying it, you've shown in the video to the seller how important being strong on the digital market is a good thing. I may have missed this. When you go into a seller, do you hand them something digital to watch, like those small iPads, or do you bring your laptop? How much paperwork, meaning paper pronounced marketing samples, do you have on hand?
Okay, so great question. We're going to recap that towards the end, but if she was not on our last one, then she probably doesn't remember how I do my listing presentations. So for those that were on last time, how do I do a listing presentation? I go in and it's live. The entire listing presentation is live. I have an iPad listing presentation and a PowerPoint that I can send digitally. I can print it out and give them the nice luxury book. But 1 out of 10 times do I ever go through a listing presentation. I always do my listing presentation live. What does that mean, Tony? Well, I go in, I get their Wi-Fi. If they don't have Wi-Fi, I always have a Wi-Fi hotspot with me just in case I need to use it. And the reason I do that is because sometimes people don't want to give you their what? Password. Why? Not because they care about your getting on their Wi-Fi, because people's passwords are really weird at home. I've been into some weird situations where I'm like, what's your Wi-Fi password so I can do this? And the single man who lives in the penthouse goes, well, it's Italian stallion. Okay, Italian stallion it is. So you might want to be careful asking people for their password, but bring your own hotspot. Then what I do is I get into the Wi-Fi, right? And I get into the internet, and what do we do in a listing presentation? Market analysis, right? CMA. I go into the MLS, log into my MLS, pull up their address, and we do the CMA together. Why? Because now it's no longer something that I prepared and brought to them that I could have manipulated or made it go in my favor because I'm trying to price it so that it sells fast versus maybe price it on how they want. And is this really our value? Because Tony brought this and Zillow says it's worth this. No. We did it together. We went over your bed and bath count. Is that accurate? Is that accurate? Okay, let's do a radius of the CMA. There's the comps. How does your house compare to that one? You probably know that one, huh? It's just right down the street, blah, blah, blah. And we're talking and doing it together. They have no question it's accurate now. There's nothing they can do. Then once we get off the CMA, now it's marketing. I take them into Facebook, into Instagram. We watch this video on YouTube. Then we show them our videos. We find their house on NewYorkTimes.com, Wall Street Journal, and I show them that they're going to have their listing inside the real estate search of those platforms, everywhere I'm going to put it. But our live, well, here's the latest evolution, is about 1.5 years ago with BombBomb. Everybody should know who BombBomb is. You can record your screen anytime you want. So about 1.5 years ago in our listing presentation, we would record the live session and you can hear our voice and talking, and you can hear my sellers talking, and we're talking about it and we're doing the CMA, but it's being recorded, the whole screen. And then afterwards, it saves it to my computer. I send them the Dropbox link or the Google Drive link, and I go, here's your listing presentation to reference later. And now they have it as a copy, just like we used to leave a copy with them afterwards. So record it, and now you can leave it with them. All right. So these evolutions of video and virtual leads me to why I say this. If you are not willing to get in front of your lens and create a habit of self-expressing with video in the next 6 months, no one will see anything you post ever again. Fact. You have got to make this a habit. Camera shy or not, I don't care. Get over it. That's where equipment comes into play and practice comes into play. But you have got to get over any fear you have of video. And that's why I think there's going to be a major separation of people who can actually adapt to this new way quicker. Just like we adapted to technology. Those that, I say this at audiences, and it's pretty crazy what happens when I do this. But if I'm speaking in front of 1,000 people and I say, let's take, for instance, of who adapts quicker and how much do you dominate quicker over your competition? So everybody's hands go up. Oh, I adapt quick. I love technology. Awesome. Raise your hand if you've been using an e-signature of some sort, DocuSign, Dotloop, but you've been doing e-signing since 2017. Everybody's hands stay up, pretty much, in the audiences. Raise your hand if you've been doing DocuSign since 2016, 15. 14, 13. Now you start to see half the audience's hands have gone down. 12, 11, 10. There's no hands up. There's like 2 hands up out of 1,000 people going back to 2011, 2010. And my hand is up with them. 2009, like, and my hand's still up. Now, was it because I came out of the crash of 08, 09 as a mortgage broker, and I came into the real estate industry in 09, and I went to something called DocuSign e-signing, and so I was like, well, this seems easier for people, so I'll start using it. But I had to hear veteran agents and old school agents for 2 or 3 years downplaying DocuSign, and oh, I like to smell the carbon, and I like to have a reason to go to my client's house and have them sign the papers, and DocuSign is so dumb and so dumb. And then 2 more years later, they're like, oh, I have to learn DocuSign. I have to. Yeah, you have to, because 3 years ago, my client signed his entire transaction on a private jet on his way to UK. So yeah, you have to. But we bash it, or we don't want to learn new things right out of the gate, especially our veterans, because we eventually just are tired of having to learn new things. But it is those who adapt and are always willing to adapt the fastest that will gain more traction than your competition. So you have got to create the habit, ladies and gentlemen. Now, stop thinking video is just for property. Property is not the only thing that needs to be virtual, right? Every agent needs video. Every agent. Meaning, increase your credibility and connection to people with different types of bio promo videos. Who you are as an agent. Hi, my name is Tony Giordano. Like I'm speaking. It's a promo video of why you should choose me. So it's not just the listings, right? It's we need a video. Every brand needs a video. So even though Brandy has to do her agent video. Hi, my name's Brandy Coffey, blah, 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 blah. And it's her little 60-second TV commercial that you see the agents on all these TV shows, $1 Million Listing, and we won't say the other one because that's really not about real estate. But $1 Million Listing, right? When it's the beginning of the show, you know those little segments that they do, like, hi, my name's Josh, blah, 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 and they do a little pitch of who that agent is. You need that. So Brandy's going to have her promo video of who she is as an agent. I like to give back to the community. It shows her walking up the steps of the Children's Hospital, whatever it might be. But now Brandy's brand, Coffey Group, with her logo needs a video. Does the brand have a video, like an Amazon commercial? That's not the owner of Amazon talking about why he's such a great CEO and owner. No, it's just a video for his brand, Amazon. So does Coffey Group have a brand? Every database needs video, right? Meaning, how often does your database get content from you on a video? Example, BombBomb. A lot of people don't realize BombBomb integrates with your email, especially if you use G Suite or your KW G Suite account, which KW in Google, meaning you can log into Google with your KW email and use it as your platform for emailing. So BombBomb integrates with Google Chrome, and that's why you see I have these buttons on the left-hand side. This is a normal Gmail account. Why does Tony have send video, record screen? Why, when I hit compose, do you see this little BombBomb logo? And if I scroll over it, I can actually start a recording and just record my message and then send it to my database. Or if you email me, often if you email me, I'm gonna respond to you with a video and you're gonna be like, wait, what? Because all I did was hit reply to your email, hit record, told you the answer, and then I hit send. So BombBomb, every database needs video. What was that?
You can see when they open it, like the exact time too.
Oh yeah, the tracking. So this is the tracking system right here to the right that tracks everything. And the beauty behind this is you can't actually prevent this. You can prevent me knowing that you read your email, but there's not actually a setting for you to prevent me from knowing that you opened my video message when BombBomb is in the system. It's really cool. And everybody we're addicted to the play button. Like when you see a red play button, you want to. So that's why video for a database is it's got such a higher open rate. And this is becoming a virtual agent. This is what it feels like, that you do so much virtually. Even when you're sitting face to face with them, you're still doing something virtually and live, as we went over. Every testimonial needs video. I don't care that somebody wrote a paragraph on Google reviews for you. I don't care that somebody wrote a paragraph on Facebook reviews, on Yelp reviews. That's great. But now we're already starting the next evolution of people not trusting what? If reviews are real.
Yeah.
There's been so many platforms that you can buy fake reviews. Amazon's done a good job preventing it now. Yelp is doing a pretty good job. But if you advertise with Yelp, all of a sudden you just have all these reviews from Yelp that aren't clients of yours. So we're already getting into that next evolution where people won't necessarily believe or trust that they see your rating. Now it's going to be, how many people can I watch giving you a shout out? So yes, have your client leave you a review on those platforms and Zillow reviews. It's important. But until those platforms allow someone to upload a video review, in the meantime, you need to be getting videos from your clients, testimonials. And this is how easy it is. And I even have a script that I can send you that I give my coaching clients. It's that you're going to come over to their house because you're going to be in the neighborhood tomorrow. Are you going to be home? What time will you all be home? And 6 feet apart or out in front of your front door, like I'll just tell you when I pull up. I don't need to come in if they're still there at that mindset, right? And you're just going to give them a red bow to put on their front door. And you're going to ask them to stand in front of the house with their little baby that they just had. And you're going to go back in front and you're going to hit record, and they're going to leave you a video testimonial of what they love most about their house. And I'm just taking video testimonials now from my clients. And they're going to say, sure, because they love you as an agent, right? You did such a great job. And now once you get that video, you're going to upload that video to your social media. You're going to tag your clients because, of course, you're friends with your clients and follow your clients on Instagram and are connected on LinkedIn and are friends on Facebook with them. And now their friends are going to see their testimonial about you. Why? Because you tagged them. So now it's in their news feeds out to their friends, and they're saying how great of an agent you were. And do you upload it to your social media and say, so I went to my client's house to shoot this testimonial video? No, because now it loses its wow factor, right? Oh, he forced them to do a testimonial video. Well, I did, but language is sales. So this morning, my client sent this to me, and I was so taken back. This is why I wake up every day. Love what I do. Because isn't that true? My clients did send it to me from about 15 feet away with their voice. I just left that part out. Language is sales. My clients did send me this, and now I'm sharing it with everybody. Sounds different, doesn't it? Every listing, as we all know, of course, needs video. Show any house with video that matches what you're listing. Yes, any house. So even the low-end stuff we shoot videos for, it's just a completely different level of video. But any luxury listing deserves a high-level video. However, I want to share a couple examples with you. We're going to share some examples of videos right now. But one problem that I see in our industry for the last couple years is we are showing too much online. We are showing too much of these properties online. And even though a small, very, very small percentage of homes sell in America, I think it's less than 1% actually, it might be about 1%, sell where they never walk the property physically. And that might go up to 2, 3, it could even go up to maybe 4, but it's never going to dominate. Why? Because it's the most important purchase of a human being's life. There is no way, very rarely, will somebody buy a property and close without having walked it physically. Now, will they go under contract with it? Yes. Will they start the process of inspections having not walked it? Sure. But eventually they're going to fly into town and walk that property without question. So unless it's pristine, high-end, brand new home that comes with a 10-year warranty, then yeah, somebody might buy that virtually, right? Because how many problems can it have? It's gorgeous. The video looks great. She walked through the property with her iPhone with me. She pointed out certain things, and it comes with a 10-year developer warranty. Fine, I don't need to walk it physically. But what I want to say when I say we're showing too much is for pretty much 98% of everything else. A Matterport that literally goes to every single angle of the house. It shows the backyard, the front yard, your 3-minute lifestyle video, showing multiple angles of the kitchen faucet with running water, showing multiple angles of the kitchen, multiple angles of the stove, multiple angles of the bathroom, multiple angles of the toilet. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, no wonder we're not getting foot traffic. Even before COVID, we are getting less and less people walking through property. And here's why. If you show them everything online and they see something they don't like, they're saving time now. Well, I don't like that. But if they had just came to the house, they would have realized that it wasn't that big of a deal. So here's an example. Every time as luxury agents, we are also in the listing and walking through the property, we're also looking for what might be the down factor of the property, right? Something that people probably aren't going to like. So maybe a house has a super small swimming pool. And we're like, ugh, that's probably going to be a little, people are probably going to be like, oh, the pool is so small. Like, my kids want a bigger pool. Yet the agent puts the pool in their video, uploads a picture of the pool in the MLS. Like, the one thing that people are going to have an issue with, you actually put all over the internet as what to see. I have coached so many agents who have shot videos on luxury listings where I've walked through their actual listing video with their videographer on the phone saying, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that clip, put that clip there, put that clip there. That doesn't even make sense. You showed a car pulling out of the driveway at the beginning of the video and a car pulling into the driveway at the end of the video. Like, it's backwards. And it's just because I do a lot of this stuff that I love directing and editing videos for my coaching people. That being said, if you know the decor, they have knickknacks everywhere, leave that out of the video. Like, don't put everything on. We should just be hooking people's interest. I do not put 56 photos of the listings on the MLS. Even gorgeous houses, I only do about 25 at most, so that they call. Hey, I noticed that there's no pictures of this. Or, hey, do you have any more photos? Now I get to have a conversation. So every listing deserves a video, but be careful how much we're showing. We will do VR and we'll do a Matterport, but we purposely don't do the whole house. And what happens is you're going down the hallway and they see that there's doors coming up right? And they try to go into one of the doors and it bounces them out. Like the door's being slammed on their face almost. And now we get the call, hi, your Matterport thing is glitching. I can't get into the master bedroom. Oh, yeah, I hate glitches as well. You know what? We're doing a virtual public open house tomorrow. You can come. We only can walk 2 people in at a time. Why don't you just come by? You got to see it anyways. Stop showing too much, especially the things that might not be the good aspect of the property. Okay, so what did we say? Every agent needs a video. This is the video I shot early 2010 as the first promotional video of who I am as an agent. That was it was just my first example of a video, okay? This video was shot by a professional video company, and it's only about 60 seconds long. Actually, some of you saw me fast forward it. I hate the beginning, so just don't make fun of me, okay? Like, it was a long time ago, and it was something to do at the beginning of videos, all right? It was all new to people, okay? So just relax on me, don't be too harsh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. There we go. I know. Just ignore that part.
Hi, my name is Tony Giordano. I'm here in beautiful Santa Monica, California, atop the penthouse deck of one of my listings. And as you can see, I love my job. I enjoy staying active physically and mentally, and feel health plays a big role in this industry. I love meeting new people and being welcomed into my clients' homes and becoming their friend. One of the biggest changes in real estate in recent years is how the internet.
Okay, so you can see that it's just a promotional video of who I am as an agent on why I'm better than my competition. And that was the first time I had done a video. And the power that it had and the ROI that I gained from it was priceless. Now, we all obviously know luxury listings deserve video, right? And we shoot quality videos to market them. This is a $20 million listing that sold for $17 million that my videographer group only did 60 seconds. This is a 60-second video. A $20 million house, why don't you have every aspect being shown? Don't show too much. We already went over this. Just hook their interest to want to come and see more, right? There's no reason to show everything. Now I have to have videos that, what did we say? Our brand. So this isn't me talking. This isn't a luxury listing. This is one of my brands. This is my book. So my book deserves its own video.
Hi everybody.
Me as a coach, I have to shoot videos in front of a green screen, right? So now I'm in front of a green screen just talking about a topic that I teach. All different levels, but do you have access to a green room? Do you have access to a studio? I know a lot of KW offices that dedicate an office to having a green screen and green room, but are you using it so that you can then give it to a videographer who can now edit it for you?
To speak on my luxury mastery presentation called Sophisticated.
All right, so critical video marketing stats and what's important. Bottom line, over 85% of marketers agree that video has taken over media. See, and look, I'm looking at the time, and isn't it crazy how quickly the time goes and how we have to wrap up very quickly again. And that's why I said you have to get some level of coaching. I don't even care if it's me, but you have to learn this stuff. You have to go to trainings. You have to have somebody guide you through these things because you can't just learn it in 60 seconds. It's impossible, or 60 minutes. 90+% of marketers see significant ROI with their video marketing. Now, Brandy, can you help me with do you guys have another webinar starting immediately?
I have to ask Ashley.
Okay, ask Ashley that just in case you don't, sure. And everybody on the call says, no, keep going for, a little bit longer. Okay. I'm willing to, if that's the case.
Okay, I'll double check.
60% of people on social media engage with a brand's video. Money spent on video marketing has gone up over 150% in the last 3 years. By the way, video is my highest cost for any luxury listing, meaning I dedicate the most money in my marketing to not just shooting the video high quality. I'm not doing these little $1,000 videos that I can tell only cost $1,000 for that luxury listing. We shoot videos on luxury listings that could be upwards of $2,500 to $5,000 for the video, but you can see a significant difference in the quality and the talent of the videographer. Over 3/4 of online consumers today prefer video content before purchasing. Watching videos makes up for over 80% of mobile activity today. Why is video so important? The brain retains visual more than text. It increases reach and brand awareness more, creates legitimacy or giving you an authority figure type of role, generates action and engagement, preferred form of self-expression and viewing. Real quick, creates legitimacy, authority figure. Watch what happens as you're watching this. I'm just talking, but now watch. Well, to answer your question, what we do at Modern Group Real Estate that sets us aside from our competition, just that one switch to now not looking in the lens, but pretending I'm being interviewed, makes me more of an authority figure just with a little tweak to looking away from the camera like somebody just asked you the question. All in the numbers. And as you go back to reference this presentation, this is where you can pause and you can go through some of these stats that just might be good things for you to screenshot and throw in your listing presentation, right? Including that video we all watched. I have these that I can just easily text people. In my book, there's a whole chapter dedicated to this presentation right now. And there's a good friend of mine who's on the back of the book, Sandra D. Robinson, who's a former actress on a lot of different shows, CSI Miami, Another World, General Hospital. Like, she's been around for years as an actress. And she actually helps people be better on the camera. And she did a whole segment on just tips of how to feel more comfortable when the lens starts recording. And you can see what page numbers that's on if you have the book. Equipment is everything. That will make you more confident in starting to be more virtual. Obviously I have a ring light on the other side of my computer right now, which is why it's so bright, but it makes the video look higher quality to anybody who might imagine somebody interviewing 3 agents. And the first 2 agents did their presentation like this, right? You see me? Like, I'm looking down because I don't have it set up at eye level and I'm using my computer to talk to my client, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's the same as looking down at them face to face and thinking you're better than them. Like, we never want to be that way. Or I've seen agents looking up because maybe it's too high or they're sitting on the couch. Whatever books you need to stack, whatever you need to do, but then I do the interview and they're like, oh, so much better. Look, I can actually see him talking to me. So again, there's also an opportunity virtually to just present better than your competition. And your competition might have been people who normally would have beat you before COVID if it was face-to-face interviews. And maybe they would have beat you because they are that great, but they're not great here. And they're struggling with this. And now you just look that much better because you have the right equipment. These ring light kits are $100. They come with remote controls. They come with the orange ring, as you can see, which makes it more of a sunset, glamour, sunshine on your face. So invest in your virtual business. You must invest in your virtual business. These are the big video platforms, okay? Oh, Brandy, did you find out?
We can keep going. I do have a 1:30, but as far as the region, we can keep going for as long as you need to.
Okay, I'm gonna go just for a few more minutes, and then I'll do the giveaway as I promised. So the big 6 video marketing networks: LinkedIn, Facebook, in no certain order. This is just where most video is going to be being uploaded and used at a high level. Yes, there are other platforms, but these platforms all have great video platforms. Now you can add a 7th, obviously, and the 7th would be TikTok, right? Everybody's been talking about TikTok for the last year, year and a half. I have a TikTok, I use TikTok. However, just like Snapchat lost its mojo, and it lost its run, and it lost its popularity. Why? Because Instagram pretty much can do everything Snapchat can do, and that's because Instagram is owned by Facebook. Well, even though TikTok is still a giant platform, now it's got all this talk about because it's owned by China. That's why Donald Trump wants to ban it from the United States, and it's probably going to happen for anybody new to download. But now what did Instagram just come out with a few weeks ago? Reels. Reels is TikTok's niche. These music reels and video things. So now Instagram, even though it's a little glitchy and it's not as good as TikTok yet, neither were stories on Instagram when they took that from Snapchat. But now they are. So give it time. But TikTok and Snapchat are both in trouble if Instagram continues being able to integrate anything anybody comes out with. So it's really LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are the giant 4. Those are the power 4 right there of where we would be doing most of our video uploading, whether it's a professional video that I showed you that we upload, it's sharing a story, it's live streaming. This is where it's mostly going to be. Now, obviously we have mostly mobile, right? And we do a lot from our phones these days. But when we go online, I want you to remember, don't think of what you're doing online, where you're marketing yourself and talking online, as selling. I hate this term social sell as if it's a good thing. There are books about it, like be a great social seller, like sell yourself. No. I don't want you to social sell. I want you to social tell. Tell your story. Better than that, what did we say? Testimonial videos. Let other people tell your story and upload someone else talking about you. Don't sell yourself. Tell your story. That being said, you have to get in the habit of live streaming. I know agents who haven't even clicked this live button right here on Facebook. They haven't even tried it because they think that that's when it starts. Like, well, when I hit live, is that when it's going to like, am I live at that moment? So they haven't even tried it because they don't even know what happens afterwards. So that's not the case. If you hit live, you're just going to go into the live platform now, and it'll start walking you through the steps. Write a description, get ready, and then you get a chance to actually go and start streaming live. But you have to try it. Going live on all of them. They all do it now. I don't really go live on YouTube. They're still working out their kinks, but definitely on Facebook and Instagram, as you can see, live is it's the dominant one, right? Now notice, these are stories at the top, but if you follow someone and they go live, live goes in front, as you can see, of stories. It notifies you that Rise Mastery Coaching is going live or your friend is going live. But look, right there, see how it moved it in front of these people's stories right here, because live takes the priority and people love watching live. So you have to get in the habit of doing live as well. Live streaming has no duration limit. You can pretty much just keep live streaming as long as you want. Streaming live video. Now, this is an example of, I've shown you production-based video. We hired a crew. Maybe I'm standing in front of a green screen. Everything I've shown you leading up to now has been professionally shot. Now, this is just an opportunity to see what we do. And I'm obviously shooting the professional video right here. You can see the equipment. So I'm actually shooting my opening pitch of this gorgeous $45 million listing. But my staff is behind the videographer, also taking an opportunity to live stream it. Why not, right? It's just more content. Like, hey, Tony's shooting the lifestyle video of our new listing. I'm live streaming him right now as he's doing it, right? It's just fun.
Action. Hi everybody, Tony Giordano coming to you live from Beverly Hills, California, in this absolutely breathtaking $45 million estate.
But what if I make a mistake, right? I'm live and I'm having to shoot the professional video and not make a mistake because this is the professional video. Well, watch what happens. This was the 7th time I tried. See? I kept making a mistake right there. Who cares? People love that stuff. Stop trying to be perfect online. And I think, by the way, that's why live is now how people want to watch content, because people are tired of fake. They want to see the real you. They want to see you just talking to them. But with the right equipment, right, and ring lights and making it look a little nicer, and if you don't have a ring light, you at least waiting until early morning or later, late afternoon, like early evening, to record a live stream. Why? Because if I'm outside in the middle of the day, shadows, it's like having a light above me, the sun. So if you're going to live stream out in the open in daytime and you don't have a bunch of lighting, make sure that you try to dedicate either morning time or later, afternoon or early evening when the sun is coming down and you have more light to your face. Sharing stories is second priority, right? So that takes second priority in the news feeds. So people who share stories, they come to the very top right here on Facebook and Instagram. So stories are just as important. That's where you see people putting puppy dog cartoon tongues on their face and purple eyes or animated flowers on their forehead. But it's also really good to pitch your business. And I'll show you some examples of that right here. So if you have an Instagram for your business, right, which you all should, you should have your personal Instagram and you should have your business Instagram. Then at this moment, I just click on this is my personal. Now I'm going to go to our real estate business page. And I have all these highlight albums. Well, these albums right here are stories that I can section into albums. And they're stories that I've shot on this Modern Group business page. Well, what I do is LA County, Orange County, Santa Barbara County, Ventura County, the Desert, and San Diego County as all the different areas that our team can handle. Well, if you click LA County, it's just going to start taking you through some of the stories from our LA County open houses or virtual tours. If you go to the next one, Orange County, just a gorgeous morning to sell Balboa Island, and it's just showing you a clip of Newport Beach and Balboa. Santa Barbara County. By the way, I don't mind any of you stealing my ideas. That's why I tell you to follow me. Is if you see something I do, go ahead and do it also. This is just a clever thing that I do is I go listed, right? Because we listed it. Then the second story right after says marketed it. The third story so it was a 60-second video that we just clipped into the 15 seconds. Now it's been negotiated. So just do the same thing. Listed, marketed, negotiated, and ultimately, that's right, sold. So again, Ventura County, these are stories. So just get in the habit of doing stories. This is us touring a big ranch out in the desert, and we were on quads for the buyers, showing them how big the land was. Get in the habit of being virtual, ladies and gentlemen. And then the last video I'll show you before we wrap this up and I do my big giveaway is, this is just a new thing that we're doing, that I'm trying to, you know, let people see the power of doing drone in a different way. Is you can do this as long as, I've seen people do this, but there's no audio. And it's because if you use a drone to do an opening pitch of a listing, your videographer, most of them aren't going to have sound. So what you have to do is you have to mic up with your videographer so that audio can come through the drone footage. And a lot of agents aren't realizing that they need a mic up, and it's not their fault. Their videographer should have been the one that told them, like, mic up so that there's sound to this drone shot of you. And what it is it's just instead of just talking to a lens, instead of just talking to a tripod or somebody holding the camera, the drone is hovering. So you also need to make sure your videographer is great at droning.
On location of one of our latest modern group listings, an absolute breathtaking restoration just completed in 2020 of this gorgeous 1920 Spanish style home. More details to follow because I can't show you everything yet.
And then he pulls away so that you can kind of get a taste of what's coming. And then we just always end with our brand stamp. Let me go back into the presentation now. So as a recap, last time on our previous session, if you have not seen that session, I want you to go back and watch it. It's on your region's YouTube channel. But we went into the power of having video on our website because video equals SEO. Why the more video you upload, why does it help your SEO more than anything else? Because Google owns who? YouTube. So when we have video on our websites as well, it's extremely powerful for our websites to gain more SEO. Understanding how to have a dynamic YouTube channel because Google owns them. So make sure you get in the habit of learning how to add videos to your channel that aren't even your videos. Why? Because there's no such thing as stealing on YouTube. Every video uploaded to YouTube will have the person who uploaded it. So as long as it's not a competitor of yours, that you wouldn't want to show their name on your YouTube channel, but KW has so many videos that you can add from their channel to your playlist on your channel that aren't branded to an area. It could just be buyer's tips, seller tips, and you can add any of those videos just by clicking this button right here to the right of the red arrow plus sign, and then this comes up and you just save it to one of your playlists or you create a new playlist and you start categorizing different videos so that your channel starts to look like this. Uploading video, knowing how to title it, adding keywords, that's everything we went over on our last call. So make sure you take the time to watch it because I even went into Zoom and how to answer her question from earlier in this presentation. I had said everything is live. So as I'm going live, whether I'm sitting in their living room with them or I'm doing it on Zoom, you know, because of COVID, I'm recording the session so that I can also send it to them afterwards as their listing presentation. And we go through everything live, the CMA, all of it. Okay, I'll do some Q&A after I do the big giveaway. Brandy, you can come back on audio if you want, but I'm gonna do the big giveaway right now. So get your phones out and get ready, all right? What you're going to win, once again, is this. I have to pull up my phone and make sure I get your text for this giveaway, so hold on. All right, so bi-weekly coaching call with me, live on a new topic every time on something to implement in your business. Exclusive mastermind access to my private group, invaluable resources that you will get after sessions for scripts or action plans that went with that session. If you don't win right now, Georgia and Brandy know that last time I also created a special page for you guys. This page is for people who you might not win right now, but you would love to actually sign up for my group coaching. Well, instead of it being $199 a month, $2,400 a year, you guys have a special page right here called www.kwNFR.risegroupcoaching.com. I know a couple of you signed up last time for it. If you go to that special landing page, instead of it being $2,400, it's $999. It's $83 a month instead of $199 a month. So that is what you guys have whenever you want on that special landing page. All right. What I want you guys to do not text that number until I give you the winning word. That is the phone number to text right now, 310-694-5022. All right. The winning word or words is I love Georgia. Go. I love Georgia. Who is the winner of a 1-year membership? Who is the winner of a 1-year membership to the group program? All right, let me just pull it up. It's taking a second. Anybody can start asking questions as well as I pull this up. All right, the winning phone number. If this is your phone number, I need you to type your first and last name and text it again, but this is the winning number. 407-443-9832. Who's our winner?
Gal Milgram in Orlando, Keller Williams Winter Park. Yes.
Hey, congratulations. You
Thank
have
you.
a 1-year membership to my group program. My staff will launch you in it today, explain everything, give you access to everything, and I can't wait to see you on our first call. Our actual first, or your first call would be today at 4:30 Eastern if you wanted to join it that fast. Otherwise, it's every 2 weeks. So the next one will be in a couple weeks, but she'll get you launched right away. Just tell her, text that number again with your first and last name, please. All right, Q&A, questions, anything that I can answer? Brandy, thoughts?
I have pages of notes. One quick question, going back to TikTok, what do you think will happen since they did that deal with Oracle?
Well, it could still be banned. It could, who knows what the deal is going to be, because even if it's not banned, what I was saying before that happened to Snapchat can easily happen to TikTok also. TikTok could just remain fun,
Yeah.
and just, I call it fun and dumb. And Instagram and Snapchat is in a way as well, still fun and dumb, because they lost the drive for it to be worthy for business.
Right.
And expression and building relationships. They lost that to Instagram because Instagram is already such a massive dominant platform that now I can do stories on Instagram and build relationships and business and my brand more than I could on Snapchat. So Snapchat has just kind of stayed, and our client is the chief marketing officer of Snapchat. He's the CMO that we just helped buy his house. And even he knows the power of what Instagram is doing and the drive that they lost. But
Right.
I think that this could happen to TikTok because Instagram just came out with TikTok's niche. And even though it's not as good right now, once it starts gaining steam, it's going to force TikTok to just remain fun and dumb. And, either they might get purchased again, whether it's Oracle or partnered with someone else, who knows? But even WeChat is China owned, right? And that's also being talked about being banned. And if that's banned from the United States, I can't talk to any of my Chinese foreign nationals because they all want to talk with WeChat and not WhatsApp.
Right.
So you just never know how these apps are going to grow. TikTok is cool. Learn it, understand it, just in case it continues to gain steam and actually helps with your business as well. We've gotten a little like we've gotten people reaching out to us on TikTok because we've done some business related things. And anytime something is in the process of growing, you can really develop a following much faster on that platform. So that's why I tell you, get a TikTok, download it before it is banned or anything happens, and throw out some hashtags, upload some videos, learn it quick. How do we learn things? Well, you can join my coaching program, or you can also go on YouTube and put, how do I do TikTok? How do I use the TikTok app? And watch somebody walk you through the steps of learning how to use the TikTok. I'll teach you how to do it for your business. But the navigation stuff is so easy for us to learn anything that's navigating on YouTube. Any other questions, Brandy, that you saw?
No, I don't see any in the chat unless someone wants to come off of mute.
Yes,
Yep.
if somebody wants to come off of mute, they can just talk to me verbally. Otherwise, we answered that one. We got that one, showed them live, but is live on your laptop and you have them. I missed part of that one, and you showed them live, but is it live on your laptop? And
That was me. You answered it. Yeah, you did it live, but are you bringing your laptop in there? You did it live, but are you like, you're sitting down with them and like, you got your laptop and you're like, hey, I'm going through this and going through that. Is that how you're doing it?
Yeah. So if I have to do it, if I'm using it if I'm doing it face to face, we're just in my computer live. If I'm doing it virtually, I'm just doing it live inside Zoom. So in Zoom, my listing presentation with them at their house and I'm at my office, it's exactly the same thing, but I'm recording it on Zoom to my computer. Face to face in their house, I could go into Zoom and then do it, but I don't do that. I just record my screen with my BombBomb integration, and I do the listing presentation going through all my tabs on the top. So I have my tabs all ready to go. I have Facebook open, Instagram open, YouTube open. I already have the video found. So I can just rapid fire through all my different web browsers to the different things of the listing presentation.
So I got one more question because I got a million. I'm so sorry. I'm hogging it up today.
I love questions.
So you're right about the video testimonials. Our business, we've been using BombBomb for a very long time, and I probably use it 95% of the time with my communication, which I never thought about responding via email that way. So 2 questions. One, when you respond to emails, are you responding like 99% on video unless you have to put some, numbers down, right? And then the second question I have for you is,
right. So I was writing that question down. So what'd you say? So
when you're responding to people's emails, you have it integrated in with your G Suite, the BombBomb feature, right? I'm usually sending out messages that way, but when people email me, I'm not really responding with video. So that was a little bit of an aha moment that you do that. And what I'm wondering about is, do you do that? Like, is that like most of the time? If they send you an email, via, text, a typed out email, are you just responding with video, or? It
can only be when I can reply video. And how often are we just on the go replying to an email that needs to be replied to at that moment? So if I happen to be sitting at my desk and somebody asks me a question, like, do you know how much time you'll save not typing out a long, detailed answer to someone's question about the inspection report or something that they asked you where it's going to take forever to write it out, versus holding the inspection report and saying, hey, I just want to reply video-wise. So 14A, we're asking for. 16B, I totally agree with you. Like, it's just so much easier if you create the habit of doing it. I'd say I'll do it 100% of the time if I can. Like if I'm in my computer at that moment and I'm in a nice setting or decent setting. Otherwise, then if I can't do it, then of course I'm just responding really quick.
All right, one more question, I promise.
I've also gotten the habit of responding via text. So they emailed me and then I recorded a video really quick. Now, the only issue with that is when we record videos pretty much longer than 60, you might be able to pull off 85 seconds. It becomes too large to email or even text. So if your answer can be less than 60 seconds and you're on the go mobily, then just answer it really quick on your video camera and then text it to them. Like, hey, I just wanted to text you this back real quick because I'm moving. What was your other question?
So the last question I have is with your video testimonials, which is, I love that. How valuable are Google reviews? Because, people still go to Google reviews, it seems like, to get, the skit.
And to answer your question, I'm not saying don't work hard getting those reviews. You have to get the regular reviews without question until they create an easy way for people to just leave you a video review. Like, and you also have Amazon is working really hard at it, and it's still glitching, but you can upload photos and media to a review or a testimonial. So it's coming. Like where somebody's just going to leave you a Google review as a video and still be able to put the stars right underneath their video. So hands down for real estate, this is the order of power: Google reviews, Zillow reviews, Facebook reviews, and then Yelp. But Google is the most powerful. Why? Because when someone Googles you, of course they're going to see in the results, they'll see Zillow right there at the top, and they'll see reviews. They'll also see Facebook a lot of the time over Yelp if you have reviews on Facebook. But Google is always going to put your place of business right there on the right-hand side with your Google reviews. And people trust Google and they love Google. So you want that big place of business with your photos and your reviews and your rating. And then to the left, they see you also average 4.9 on Zillow and 4.87 on Facebook. But there's nothing more powerful than Google reviews, especially when it comes to SEO.
Thank you.
We good? I can't hear you again.
Yeah, thank you very much. That very much clarified it. I appreciate it.
No, I was talking to Brandy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have people kind of walking in the conference room, so I had to mute myself just in case they interrupted. But great questions, Kathy. Thank you for being on the call. I'll send you the recording from the first one since you missed it, okay? And anyone else, feel free to reach out.
All right.
Thank you,
Bye,
Tony.
everybody. Don't forget, you guys have that special KWNFR.risegroupcoaching.com landing page for well over a 50% discount to my program. The only thing I ask, as I said last time, please do not share this link outside of your region. I can't have that get out there to people. That's just your special landing page for Georgia and how much I love your region.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
All right.
All right. Awesome. Everyone have a great day. And Tony, I'll talk to you soon.
All
Thanks,
right. Talk to
Tony.
you soon.
Bye.
Thanks, Tony. I appreciate
You're very
it.
welcome.
All right, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Congrats, Gail. Bye.